Oh, Serenthal the Rock Cleaver is here. Good place you've got. The amount of intoxicating drinks you've imbibed is equal to the amount of water a 100-year-old oak would need in a week, my good lady. Scarenthal the Treant towers over the short Matress, so much so he's almost lost in a shadow. If only your mind weren't so fogged, you realize by now that I am right. What you said there was beneath your dignity, good Scarenthal. Just so you know, my god condemns excessive drinking. Oh, right, Caden Kalian follower. Excessive drinking. For followers of Caden, it's a deadly sin, much like murder and other religions. It's just that I know how to have fun. It's exactly why my thoughts are brilliant and clear as ever, unlike those of a certain 100-year-old oak. May I join in your debate about alcohol? Hope you're trying to turn our treants into drunkards. Me, I went in. I'm gonna, state my case. I know that candy is so much better than stinky alcohol, and I'll prove it too. Yet it doesn't help when our god is the god of alcohol. Lushbringer, and you, worthy dragonling. Well, you weren't debating alcohol itself, but rather the idea it brings forth. Our good sister, Oladivara, is trying to uproot life on the ridge with her experiments. That is false, my good Scarenthal. Patently false. You believe that only forests and groves may be called life, but my project will encompass a whole host of living creatures, including a rare species of crustacean. You see, Lyria, being immersed in the creative ambience of the court has inspired me to make something of myself. My own. Sorry, I kind of wasn't looking at the screen. I'm currently working on a unique alchemic prismatic spring. The problem is, Scarenthal is trying to plant his trees in the same spot, and I don't exactly get along with my spring. Why can't you just make a smaller spring and a smaller forest? Problem solved. What kind of trees are the treants planting? We saved some good seeds from the ancient groves of Sarkoris and brought them here. Are they like your last seeds? Oh, that hurts my soul. Our country used to have another name. A rough translation would be Green Bastion in the Northland. That's a nice name. Bit wordy, but nice. These seeds are a memory of our past and a new beginning. What is a prismatic spring? It's a hot spring in which unique alchemical processes are constantly taking place. These processes imbue the... I think it should be this process imbues, or these processes imbue, take your pick. The water and salts that accumulate in the spring with all the colours of the rainbow. It sounds very pretty. Doesn't really sound like it's useful, but it sounds pretty. These springs occur in nature, but as far as I know, no one has ever attempted to recreate one. I'm also planning to make some improvements to my spring so that it offers health benefits in addition to looking wonderful. Forests and groves... This sounds great, but his has got emotion tied behind it because it's the last seeds they brought with them. I can't say no to that. I have both. I am so sorry. I love your idea. I really, really, really do, but I can't offend the treant. It is a wise decision. The court's power will make our trees truly wonderful. I'm sorry. I honestly am. I just... Oh, that hurts. But we must do what we must do. Well, I hope he's making happy achievements with his little trees down there. Well, so far it doesn't look wonderful, but give you time. I'll give you some time. Hope is like a sapling and must be nurtured. Okay, well, have fun, guys. Yo, why don't you do something with this spring here? Yo, everybody, get your asses over here. Oh, shit, what have I done? Oh! I can rest here. I don't know why I'd want to. The exit's literally right there, and the city's literally 2 meters away. Oh, hold up. Desna's Lullaby Harp. For 7 days, whenever a companion enters the area of Azada's performance, they become invigorated. I can't hear the harp. While under this effect, after a weapon attack kills a living foe, one of the following effects happens. If its wielder is fatigued, it removes fatigue. If exhausted, the companion becomes fatigued instead. Oh, this is amazing. Too bad it's only lasting for 7 days. If neither exhausted nor fatigued, the companion gains a +2 morale bonus on attack rolls and a +10 feet enhancement bonus to all modes of movement possessed until the end of the next turn. That's cool. That's a cool little handy side benefit. We'll take. Thank you. I'm so glad it turned out to be all about Desna. She has a close place in my heart ever since I chose her for my deity. Of course, Lan always wants to bloody talk. Leave me alone, would ya? The fate of the voracious jumble. Oh yeah, the relic. Anything else diplomacy related? Oh, that which I can't figure out. I guess I must have it on me. Oh shit. Yeah, whatever. Take it. Army. I was like, there's something else I must do. Where is it? Army. Where is he? There he is. I see him. Creeping on up like I don't see him. Yeah. But my level 6. Yes, it's been a week. Ah, yes! Mongrel sharpshooters! You see nothing. Nothing at all. Oh my word. I'm out of resources. Shit. I've been a little too extravagant, apparently. I really want more of those. Who are you? Champions. I don't want champions. Should I? It's a bit expensive. I need more arches. Why are you so expensive? 960. I kind of need new Hell Knights, but now they're gone completely. Convicts. Not particularly useful, are you? And more of you. Right. We're getting a confusing collection of armies here. Whose army is this? This is the randoms. Well, you can add to the randoms. I was about to say, why aren't you stacking, damn it? Randoms are now a 4. I may take you with me if that's the case. See if you want to trade the clerics out again. And then I will take you lot to my team. You can't get there. Huh. I guess it hasn't been a day. I thought it had been. Drat. Okay. Well, I tried. Can't say I didn't try. I'm trying to get there. I'm doing my best to get there. Waldorf. And we'll go to the Citadel. Because Lan wants to speak to me. Is it going to be about his mongrels, or what's it going to be about? Hello, you want to load? Demographics card. I know you're a couple years old at this point, but you're supposed to be a fantastic purchase. Oh, and while we're here, we can sell everything. And maybe purchase back the relics I sold that I probably shouldn't have sold. It doesn't say I need them, though. Oh, wait. We were going to see what Greyball wants first. Greyball, my good sir. Do you want an agile hand axe +4? No, because you're using a +10. Never mind, forget I asked. Do you want a icebreaker? No, you do not. Apologies for asking. Oh, wait. Hold on. Just 1d8. No, you do less damage. Plus, you don't hit as hard. And you're wearing medium. Oh, 9. Okay, I can't get 9. I can get 9. Dex. You're not Dex build, and yeah, you're not Dex build. You're pure strength, so it doesn't matter if I take that Dex off you. I mean, I might. You're both +3. Rogue gets a +2 bonus to damage against a flanked creature. Great English. If you have an alpha, okay, I don't. It is +3 chainmail can be activated once a day to get all those. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of effort. Now I'll just sell it. Never mind. I tried, sir. What about the rings? No. No. Very, very useless on you. You're wearing +4. You could wear lots of... Everybody can wear natural armor, actually. Can't they? Okay, none of that appeals, but I will indeed sell it all. Come on, there you go. Chop, chop. I haven't been able to use any of my new spells. I mean, I have been able to, I just haven't done so, I guess would be the correct terminology. Notable. I feel like I should take that back. And that. I feel like I should take those two things back. At great cost to myself, but I think perhaps they're necessary. Anywho, you can take everything else though. I don't want anything else. See if we're getting a little bit of funds, which is great. What were they not selling? I was not selling that. Bone Shaker. Cure light wounds. I'm not going to remember I have these. I keep forgetting I have them. If I get desperate, maybe I'll remember. Huh. Firestorm. Eh. Firebelly. Glitter dust. No. No, 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 no. Feeblement, Brave Sickening, remove disease, remove fear, remove paralysis. I forget I have these. Remove sickness, less restoration. I never remember I have them. Get out of my inventory. I need you clogging it up. Turquoise. The toy loot I don't need. Tepach. I can't accidentally sell... Okay, that and that. Let's not accidentally sell that or I'm going to cry. I don't think I need that either. Then my skullberries. Goodbye. Do not get rid of the shiny thingamabobs. Pocket mirror. Glass tongue. Keep all that. I don't know why I'm bothering to keep that, but you know, whatever. Another crooked paw. Ooh, tree of cheese crostata. We'll have to work on that. Oh my gosh, is it just me or is it getting cold in here? Caustic mold, butter. Bone meal. I know I need that. I need that. That gets me through to the sanctum. Righty. 109. Sounds like a plan. Yes, I was reluctant to press the button. Don't judge. What was I looking at? The recipe. Lovely. Positive. Hey, Chief. Want to talk? I don't know how to word it, so you don't just drag me straight to the Inquisitors. Is this another secret? You can tell to trust me. I won't tell anybody. Walter is still alert, but the motion of his tail slows. Fine, I still can't believe you took me back. No one has ever done anything like that for me before. So I guess I can trust you with some things. Not all of them, though. My shadow. Did I tell you it talks now? Well, it happened after I started carrying the moon of the abyss with me. And that's not the only thing that happened. Why are you only telling me this now? It's been giving me strange dreams, like I'm falling inside some kind of crystal. I keep falling forever. Everything around me is shining, but dreams don't mean anything. I thought it was because the wound is so near, but there's something else. Wald just stays silent for a while, building up his courage. Chief, I'm stronger. My fingers tingle anytime I use magic now, like it's dying to come out. Well, I'm not taking you with me regardless. Grapel's back in the party. It wasn't like this before. I did some magic, but now it's like I can do some real damage, you know? This never happened before I took the moon. Wald just gives you a pleading look. Chief, I don't know what to do with these powers. What if they get stronger? I mean, I've always thought about what I'd do if I was suddenly rich and powerful. I'd show everyone my true worth, but I'm not ready for this. It's too much for a simple fella like me. Yes, this is my grandfather's inheritance, but why do you leave it to me? Do you think he really wanted me to become stronger so I could grab what the world owed me? As payment for all the kicks and blows, for all the mocking at the way I was born? What if it's a trap? Just think of how much you can do for the crusade now. Your demonic heritage won't lead to anything good. Ha! I've never seen anything like this. You need to use its power with caution, and we'll keep an eye on how the amulet works from now on. Yeah. He smiles condescendingly. I know a cautionary tale. The Golden Hands had a thug, a half-orc who'd bend coins and break bricks with his head for a dare. So once they asked him, can you lift a tower shield with your teeth, no hands? He tried and all his teeth fell out. All of them, one by one, you know. So he lived on porridge until he kicked the bucket, which happened because he couldn't lisp the password to the hideout. So they shot him with a crossbow on the spot. They figured it out later and everyone felt bad about it. Dude. Oh, man. So was I saying? Oh, yeah. That's what I realized, that even if you have great strength, you need to use your brain too. And now, if Voitil gets to me again, I'll be ready. Thanks for understanding, Chief. I don't know what I'd do without you. Voitil, Igephiles, there are too many demons hanging around you. The Moon Abyss turned out to be demonic origin as well. Where are we going with this? You think I like it? If it was up to me, I would never have met them. This is how I see it. Igephiles must be my grandfather, since they call me his spawn. Voitil, that spiked, ugly mug, came to try to collect some of the old demon's debt from me. I know how it goes. We have uncles for this in the family, big thugs, but without the spikes, who go around beating money out of late payers. The Hepsamira he's talking about must be like our sister Kuresme, but for demons. An old Gramps crossed her somehow, and she just can't get over it. He probably stole the Moon of the Abyss from her. I don't know, but I would have. And the moon, Grandpa, he should have left me a note or something. I thought it was your grandmother. My apologies, I've misremembered. Chief, I think he expected better of me than how it turned out in the end. He probably thought he'd have a smart grandkid who'd know what the moon was for and what to do with it. But he got me. Well, just tailed Droops sadly. Oh, Drops sadly. Droops sounds much nicer. So what if he was a demon? I don't want to let him down, you know? He believed in me, I guess. Just you and him, Chief. The only two people in the world who believe in me. That's why I have to figure this thing out. Bye. Let's go. So he keeps jumping around the place. He was up there, back there, now he's over here, and sheesh, man. Pick a spot and stick to it.
I'm off.
Oh, Ivy was to come as well? Are you kidding me? You're wasting my time, Ivy. It's weird. Sometimes she comes with you, sometimes she doesn't. I can't keep track of when she's supposed to be with me and when she's not. Oh my god, could you literally go any slower? I thought you meant to be quite fast. You're feeling quite slow at the moment, Miss Chocolate Tree Consumer. No strawberry jam for you today. Come on. Just a little bit. You can do it. Sheesh, that was painful. Even the little squirrel thing's waiting for you. Okay, Lan, what's it to be? Lan's expression is apprehensive but determined. See, Lan is more instinctive to me normally, but having called him Lan for so long, I can't undo Lan, so it's just going to be Lan. I've got news. I've slaughtered every crusader within walking distance. Not literally, of course. I've been sparring with them. I came to say that I need a better practice partner, someone who wants to fight with more power and more cunning. Well, Jeff! I'm sure we haven't seen the last of Sabamelech. And it's not like other demons are a pushover either. I need to get stronger, and you're the only person who can help me. I don't know anyone who fights like you. Well, Jeff, I always watch you, in a non-creepy way that is. You've beaten up every crusader in the Citadel? Well, Only the ones who agreed to fight me. Lance smiles and puffs out his chest a little. No exaggeration, an awful lot of them said yes. I guess they wanted to try to break off the cave freak's horn, but they got more than they bargained for. You've beaten up half the Crusaders in Dresden to a pulp just to test your strength. Do you think it's going a little too far? Sure, let's go. Thanks, this means a lot. I swear, if you lose, I'll never tell a soul. Why are we doing this? This is not a very attractive looking screen. Do I actually have to fight against him? I have 0 strength. That would be a terrible idea. Let's just skip it and say we did. Bloody hell.
Marched me to the bones today.
Lan rolls his shoulders, limbering up and offers a formal bow. I'm going to get eviscerated. Sparring with the commander is a great honor for me, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go down without a fight. Ready? Fighting was an honor. Let's go.
Yet another obstacle.
We're both fatigued. We're buggered as all hell. Why is Social having an initiative check? I don't do unarmed strikes. But I have to do unarmed strikes because I've got nothing else.
Don't hold back.
I get 1 attack and he gets 3. This is going to take freaking forever. Are you kidding me?
Strike!
Oh my god. Seriously? How long do we have to do this for?
You should have run.
This is the dumbest thing ever. Why did I agree to this?
This will hurt.
What a waste of time. I keep healing. Why do I keep healing? The fuck? I haven't like accidentally. Haven't accidentally hit a key on my keyboard. Hold on, I have to double check. No, I haven't.
Don't hold back.
We're just hitting each other pointlessly. How many rounds do we have to go through?
Strike.
I'm not even going to hit him once. His AC is so fucking high. I need to nat 20 it. I just keep healing.
You should have run.
This is ridiculous. Please tell me 10 rounds is it. I don't want to keep doing this for eternity.
This will hurt.
I think it's kind of broken as well, the fact that we just keep healing after each round. Like, what's up with that?
Strike.
Oh my god, we're still going?
You should have run.
If this is bugged, I can't ever go back to my citadel. I literally cannot ever go back to my citadel.
This will hurt.
What the fuck are we doing right now? Is this a quest? What are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing right now. What the fuck are we doing? I'm giving it to round 20.
Don't hold back.
And then I'm going to use a cheat to one-shot hit. Because I really don't know what it wants from me.
You should have run.
Like, is it wanting me to strike? Because I can't hit him.
This will hurt.
He has disgustingly high AC. I have no strength. Plus we're debilitated. Like, it's virtually
hold back.
impossible for me to hit him.
Strike.
I hit him! It's a goddamn miracle.
You should have run.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what he's wanting of me. How is a spellcaster supposed to win this battle? I ask you, how? How is a spellcaster supposed to win? We don't have any fucking strength. Okay, let's turn this cheat on. You know, I think I've got to actually hit for it to work. If it works in this context, I don't know if it will. I'm gonna have to wait another trillion rounds to actually hit him, aren't I?
You should have run.
Considering I first hit him for the first time in like round 15, 16.
This will hurt. Don't hold back.
This is the dumbest mission ever. Unless it's a bug, this is ridiculous. What the fuck are we doing? Oops, I skipped without hitting.
You should have run. This will hurt. Don't hold back.
You just need to strike. That's all you need to do.
Did you
Well,
see
assuming
that?
this trainer's working as it should. All you gotta do is hit him. You can do it. I don't want to have to change your ability scores, because that's just getting, like, finicky. I don't want to go to that
You
effort.
should have run.
This is not my
Thank
time
you!
yet.
Holy fuck me. Excuse me for a moment, but in what realm was I ever going to win that fight? I don't know if he had all his gear on him, but even if he didn't, he would still have higher AC than me. And I've negative strength. In what world would I ever have been able to strike him? Ever. Even in a perfect world, perfectly rested, I am a sorcerer with a negative to my strength. How was I supposed to win that fight without cheating? You would have just been stuck in that loop permanently. You'd never be able to go back to your citadel, which means you'd never be able to finish the game. Unless you just turned him down. And I suppose you could do that, just turn him down. But what the fuck? That was so stupid. Take a hit and yield. I'm not doing this again. Insect bites hurt worse than that. Okay, that's great. I'm too irritated to read that shit right now. What the fuck was that? I can't believe it's a quest. Pit a martial person against a non-martial person. Hold on, let me turn that trainer off before I freaking forget and one-shot everything in combat. Captain Harmattan, Hell Commander. Before you, an aged yet fit and sturdy Garundi. I don't know actually how to pronounce that word. Garundi is how I would have pronounced it, but I'm actually not sure. Stands at attention. His dark skin has an earthy tone to it, and crystals. Oh, he's a Shaitan. Well, Shaitan's the genie, I think, form of it. He's a human, half Shaitan, whatever they're called. And crystals sparkle forth from where his hair and eyebrows should be. That explains why he's so goddamn shiny. Clearly identify him as an Oread. That's the one. He's so shiny. Captain Harmattan, Chair of your Staff Council. Oh, we finished that, did we? By order of Her Majesty, Queen Galfrey, here to deliver a report. I'm on this council too. Scylla salutes briskly. We'll be racking our brains on how to improve troop morale. I reckon the key is to back up our words with actions. Lead your soldiers by example, and they'll be eager to follow. That is a lot of words that said absolutely nothing. Drawing on my experience as a paralector, my advice is to maintain calculated moderation in every regard, be it incentive or penalty, and to be decisive. We have no need for doubts or turmoil. What are you all getting at? Oh, hey! I'm doomed to be your advisor, but do you know what that means? That you are doomed to listen to my advice. To start things off, here is an incredibly novel and deep thought for you. Loyalty, passion, and morale. All of these can easily be bought with money. I'm not paying for anything. Commander, permission to report. We've encountered a problem. Although we're still getting volunteers, we're now seeing cases of desertion. Many who joined the Dresden campaign believe that their duty has been fulfilled with the victory, and they're not keen on staying in the garrison. Sons of bitches. Those from Canabras wish to return home and rebuild the ruined city. Sons of bitches. Do they not realize that the demons are just going to come back and kill them again and take over Dresden, take over Canabras? You need to eradicate the demons, or there's not going to be any peace. Lastly, there are those who are afraid of lingering in a place where demons might show up with a retaliatory expedition at any moment. Exactly. My suggestion is to improve living conditions for the privates. Raise their pay, give them extra rations, and reward those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield with commendations and gifts. Soldiers don't want to leave armies that appreciate them. Sounds expensive. I feel for those folks, but we have to convince them to stay. I think we might get some help from the servants of the gods. Oh, why always bring religion into it? They'll tell the soldiers that the danger has not yet passed. Isn't that just like manipulation? And inspire them to keep up the fight against evil. As long as the wound is open and the whole world is in danger, we can't just go home and live life we used to, no matter how badly we want that to happen. Most of the Crusaders are volunteers, but they have the right to subvert military discipline. That kind of attitude is tantamount to treason, regardless of who expresses it. Oh, have no right. My apologies. We have to identify the instigators, arrest them, and amidst a harsh punishment to make an example of them. God, you're like the evil devil on my shoulder. This problem is quite simply solved with coin, but handing money out to privates is practically throwing it away. We need to pay officers handsomely. Then they'll figure out how to raise the subordinates' morale. Not what I was after. Options. That's what I was... Oh, yeah. Our forces are in good spirits. It's just that the euphoria of victory has gone to a few heads. No one can sober them up quicker than the officers, especially those of lower rank. We'll give our deaf oaths, although sergeants or corporals, a bonus on the sly, then promise to sweeten the deal once they've convinced the volunteers to stay. Perhaps they will do so over a beer mug, or maybe with a broken nose. Why bother solving problems yourself when you can push them off to someone you pay? Your bought loyalty will run out sooner than your gold. When soldiers turn into profiteers, instead of following orders, they start appraising them. They'll wonder whether or not it's worth their while to obey their general. I hardly need to explain the effect this will have on discipline. The volunteers believe it we've almost won. Great! Let's not ruin this pretty illusion. Instead, we'll turn it to our advantage. We'll increase rations and pay for the privates, rewarding the most distinguished accommodations and gifts, and yeah, it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's naive to expect the troops won't understand that we would just be trying to appease them. An army cannot stand if it's held together by handouts and desperate promises. We shouldn't lie to our soldiers, said the person who wanted to manipulate them with religion. If we build up flimsy illusions now, the demons will shatter them later. Those fighting alongside us must recognize the seriousness of the situation instead of celebrating victory when the war has just begun. The situation is not that dire. Morale is high and we just want a major victory, so some have let down their guards. We have to call for priests and paladins to get it through to the volunteers that it's still early for celebration. If they leave for their homes today, Dresden will fall again tomorrow, and the day after, the demons will show up on their doorstep. Servants of the gods are indeed the masters of sweet-talking others into dying free of charge, or through pretty words. But when the choice comes down to inspired preaching or homemade pies, 9 of every 10 will look for comfort in their home and at their table. Their incentive needs to be more substantial than wasted breath. Oh my god, I don't bloody know. Because at least Seela is mentioning that we need to remind them that this is just the beginning. There is so much more to do, and if you return home now, you're going to die eventually from the demons anyway. But I just don't like manipulating people with bloody religion. That just irritates me. Mobilize the priests and paladins to raise awareness. Issue the privates pay rise and improve rations. I mean, that helps morale quite a bit. I'm going to trust him. He's the one who should know best out of all of us, so I will trust his say. At once. I'll distribute the pay and rations right away. The accommodation list won't take long either. We should see results shortly. Thank you, Commander. Should any of the difficulties arise that require your attention, I'll deliver a new report promptly. That'll be interesting.
Can we rest now? No? How about now?
No, we've got to finish this war council first. Commander, upon hearing word of your victory in the Battle of Dresden, many leaders in Avestan... Where is Avestan, by the way? It's a continent? Which continent? Bravoy, the River Kingdoms, Numeria, and the Stolen Lands are all situated on Avestan. Ah. You mean this entire big, massive chunk of land, or just the eastern section of it? I'll have to relook at a map. Have considered taking a more active supporting role in the crusade. Fighting demons in the name of saving the world is a prestigious endeavour, especially when the war is going well. The one whose help is accepted first will increase their standing in the political arena, which is why the powers are now competing for the right to conclude an alliance with Mendev before their rivals do. Norosian has already chosen which of them is to be favoured. Iska, missing full stop. We've been building an alliance in Iska. It's where our citadel is in Age of Ashes. We've been building an alliance with that nation for a long time. It's really small though. Hopefully they have good fighters. And now the capital is expecting you to address the steward of Iska with an official order to support you. Last of all is Mendev's most trusted ally. If we were to ask someone for support, it should be them. The Shining Crusade, I don't know who that is. What say we invited the Sword Lords? He really doesn't want to enter, does he? He just wants to chill out on the balcony. The Sword Lords of Bravoy to this party. The righteous Mendevian knights just love those hot-headed provincials who'll draw their weapons and challenge you to a duel at the drop of a hat. And get this, they win such duels. Nerosian will be ecstatic to have allies like these, and I hope the demons will enjoy their company as well. Just a note, as we happen to have a neighbour who's got barely any presence in the crusade. I'm talking about Numeria. is believed to be too wild and barbaric to have any dealings with. How about we show everyone how wild and barbaric tribes can fight and invite them to play a bigger part in our war? Everyone who wanted to come because they listened to their heart are already here. Time to call those who listen to their purse. We'll drop a line to the Varisian cities. Tempt them with nice spoils and loads of savvy folk will come running. I kind of am intrigued about getting some Varisian units. But I do have a feeling that I should be following the word of my chief advisor. So, your wisdom never fails you. Nerosian will be pleased to know you're not squandering allies with whom they have taken such pains to attract. Also a good point. The fact that effort has already been put forth for this ally, it'd be kind of like a slap in the face to them to just ignore their goodwill. The battle sorcerers of Iska, hardened in the clashes with goblins, will serve you well. Battle sorcerers, can they please replace my clerics? I won't detain you. Ooh, can they fight from a distance? I won't detain you any longer, Commander. When matters of foreign or domestic politics once again require your attention, I will convene the diplomatic council. Have we done yet? We are. Do we have anything new to manage now that we did all that? No. Okay. Thought it was worth checking. God, no events. It's depressing. Doesn't mean I'm doing something good or something bad. I can't tell. You better bloody stay there. Okay, we rest. And then we move on.
Adventures can wait.
We had to go to you for you to say that. Okay.
The Temple of Shaylin. No doubt that's where you stash all your pretty baubles, huh? So tell me, what do you reckon the most valuable thing is that you'd find in temples of Shaylin and nowhere else?
Rose petal tea, of course.
Not the kind of value I think Waldriff was asking about. I think he was wanting monetary value. Is there anything I can sell in here that I should really take out and sell? Yeah, literally everything. I still don't know what that is, really. Don't have anyone that can use it. Never getting a kineticist. Oh, hold that on me. Hold that on me. Hold that on me. Sell this shit that's useless. Oh, just hold all the things on me and never bloody know. I could have just hit collect all. Yes, I know. Now I can leave, and I kind of want to get my army sorted. I like to do my armies at the end of the day, not the beginning of the day. But I kind of feel like I should do it at the beginning of the day. Wait. There we go. That was weird for a second. Where are they now? They're getting a little closer than I would like, but still pretty far away. We were trying to change my party. That's what we were doing. Oh my god. Oh, now you want to offer me something? What? Ah, so I did need to have this shit in my possession. The fate of the altar of the first retriever. So these are all relics. Oh, here we go. This is for morale. Crusade morale increases by 10 to 15. Sounds like the kind of thing you only do when your morale's tanking, and my morale isn't tanking, so connections. Well, I currently can't do any of that because I have some already going. Once logistics is done, 5 days. Oh, it's what we were already doing. Okay, I forgot about that. All right. Distracted.